Hello, beautiful friends. Namaste. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness. And today is February the 5th, and it's an important day. And let me tell you why. I'm going to check my notes here. Today we have Pluto conjunct Mercury in Aquarius for the first time in our lifetimes, for sure. And what this is, there's some important aspects to this transit and I'm not an astrologer, this is just what I've kind of downloaded and what kind of resonates about what's happening in the astrology, and then I'm going to pull some cards. Okay, so this is at 0 degrees Aquarius, which is important because that's new. Aquarius being the, it's this open, and to me Aquarius energy is very flowing. It's very new. But you've got Pluto, which, Pluto is that very uncomfortable planet. And then you have Mercury, which is all about expediency, fast communication. Let's get things done. Let's move forward. So now you have Pluto and Mercury in Aquarius, 0 degrees. Okay, so let me write down what I kind of downloaded. There are going to be some drastic changes. And so I went to the Moonology deck. And of course, the new moon in Aquarius, the energy that we'll be experiencing is being open to change. This is all going to be new. Now, there's going to be, because this is for the first time in our lifetime, we're going to have to kind of settle into this energy. It's like you're trying it on for the very first time. It's like trying on your new life for the very first time. You're going to be facing, with that Pluto energy, something that has been holding you back based upon fear, or it's something that you haven't yet revealed, whether it's repressed or it's something fear-based. It's going to be revealed. And I've seen that in the readings over the last couple of months. But you're going to be, whatever it is that has held you back is going to be revealed. And you're going to be open to seeing that, maybe for the very first time. So now you can be aware of it. And then you're going to be able to face your truth, the truth that has been hidden by this fear. And so this could be a change in perception. It just could be an awareness that you've never had before. Now, what I'm getting out of this energy, and there's some really big things happening in the month of February, so I'll be pulling on those energies. But we have the Aquarius and Pluto transit. We have, or Pluto in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius. We have Mars and Venus in Aquarius. These are all personal planets in Aquarius. Now, later on in the month, Mars is going to conjunct, let's see, Mars is going to conjunct Pluto on the 13th. Venus is going to conjunct Pluto. And then, if that's not enough, Venus and Mars are going to be conjunct at 5 degrees Aquarius. This is going to be the reset. So what we're doing now, this work that we're doing now, this revealing and becoming aware of something that has held us back, either repressed or fear-based, we're going to see it. And it's going to influence our truth. It's going to shift our perception of our truth. We're going to feel our truth in a whole new way. And then this is the prep step for the reset. The reset's coming a little later in the month, because Venus and Mars are going to conjunct in 5 degrees Aquarius. Now, we're at 0 degrees Aquarius, where Pluto is conjunct with Mars and then it will be conjunct with Venus, and then Venus and Mars come together, as they have both revealed the masculine and the feminine, Mars and Venus. They both are revealing something that's been hidden that has influenced their truth. And now this is going to change your truth. Not your entire fundamental. It's not going to change who you are. It's going to change the way you see things. It's going to change the way you understand things. And whatever blockage was created by this fear or this repressed energy, you are now, that's going to be released. You're going to feel a sense of relief. And you're going to say, I never saw it from that point of view. Or I have a deeper understanding which changes the way I perceive things. So that's coming in. And that is what you need to be open to, is this change of your understanding of your truth. So I'm going to pull from the Divine Abundance. I'm going to pull from the Energy Oracle. I'm going to pull from the Light Seers Tarot, and then I'm going to pull from Sacred Self-Care, because it's really important, the self-care during this time. Now, my month is going to be really focused on these transits. And I'm learning as much as I can about how they may influence you, so we can be ready. But I do know that self-care is a priority. So pause this video, go get your hydration. You're going to need to hydrate. Okay, a couple other things going on this month. We have, this is a leap year. Every 4 years, 4 being stability. So this to me is like, okay, it's the 4th leg. And now that's almost a completion of the past 4 years. Look back over the past 4 years. And this is like, that cycle is closing. It's the leap year, which is that. To me, it's a closing. For you, it may be a beginning. But for me, it's a closing of the old 4-year pattern. We also have a new lunar year this month, and Valentine's, which I know it's an emotional holiday. However, it is also a reset from ego-based to heart-centered based. And this is about your physical well-being, your spiritual well-being, and your emotional well-being. But not necessarily involving a partner, but we're going to see later on in the month that this will transform relationships, either current relationships or new relationships coming in. But we're going to be focusing on developing our physical well-being, our spiritual well-being, so those can be in alignment, which is going to support our emotional well-being. So this is the reset. All right, let's get started. A couple of things I want to say is there could be some trigger warnings here. Make your health and well-being a priority. Self-care needs to be a priority. But I also want to mention there's a little aspect of your social media. There could be some, as we deal with that Mars energy, Mars being ruled by Aries later on. That's going to be on the 13th. You may get, some aggression coming across either your social media, or people may be a lot more agitated. This is going to be a time to be the observer and not a reactionary person. But I'm just going to say on your social media, you may want to kind of clean it up. So if you have some things on your social media that don't really present you as the future version of yourself, you may want to just go and clean up your social media accounts. I feel like there's this anger that's been perpetuated over the last 4 years. I think it's time to release that. And so if you go through your social media accounts, you may want to kind of do a cleansing and keep only or post only those things that are indicative of your future self. All right. So this is delusion. Intention without surrender can be a path to delusion. So This is a big thing about setting intentions, and have your intentions aligned from your heart center and aligned with the future version of yourself. That's really important, because the reset is becoming the future version of yourself. It is releasing this one last little gamut of fear. Divine Abundance, which is the card I saw in the pre-shuffle. You were born to align with love's will, follow the Tao, and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance and not chase it. So this is about being. I think you can see those cards. Can you get my camera there? Yeah. This is about being. But make sure that you're aligning your intentions with the future self. Not the past hurts, not the past trauma. Later on in the month, Chiron's going to be joining the North Node. What are they in? It's going to be aligning with the true North Node. That's coming up next week, and that's going to be about the release. There's going to be some resolution, release, and then the acceptance that it is what it is, so that you can finally start moving toward that future version of yourself. There will be some healing, or just, if nothing else, just the resolution that it is what it is. Oh, I want to pull from... All right, I hope any of this is making sense, but you need to be open to the reset. And I'm not talking about the Great Reset or any of that political nonsense. I'm talking about the future, the emergence of the future version of you. This is kind of like the culmination of all of the growth is now going to become active in creating the future you. It's pretty exciting stuff, but you have to be open to it, because the new you's not going to feel exactly comfortable. We have the Thinking Man, a 46 card, Strategy, a 21 card, and Magician and the Mirror. I don't see these cards often. Usually out of this deck we get the Thinking Man, the Thinking Woman, the Man with a Heart, and a Woman with a Heart. Okay, so let's look at these cards. The Thinking Man is almost like, okay, let me set my intentions. I want to align my intentions and use my spiritual resources, my physical resources, my emotional resources to begin to formulate, to create, to give birth to this new version of you. This is the fifth dimension you coming in, coming online. Strategy. You may want to journal. You may want to kind of keep an anecdotal record of the things that you're going through, the changes that are kind of coming through. I don't get the sense that these are going to be subtle. I feel like these are going to be like highly energetic. And then the Magician in the Mirror. This is you manifesting the envisioned version of you. The you came here to be is going to start coming online. That's the reset. But you have to align those intentions. Remember, you have to align your intentions with your heart center and not your ego. That is the fifth dimension you. All right? And that's hard to do because we've been ego-based for a very long time. Let's find out what's in the Light Seers Tarot, and then we're going to do some sacred self-care. I just saw the Two of Pentacles. Don't get caught up in the feeling of the change. Just accept. Be open to the change. Just accept. When that thought comes across, like, you know, let's say you see something on somebody's social media and it's very triggering to your ego, you stop and say, that's the third dimension me. The fifth dimension me is not going to take it personally. That's that own person's reflection, not mine. That's what I'm saying. And it's going to be uncomfortable at first because you're going to be like, hey, I loved being in that drama. It was always so involving. But then you're like, but that's not the future me. The future me doesn't want to be in drama. The future me wants to be at peace. Let's see what this little card flew out. Okay, here's the drama. Two of Wands, the choice that I was just talking about. You're going to choose differently. And it's going to feel uncomfortable at first because the old reactive you is going to want to jump in. But the new version of you, the fifth dimension you, is going to see that as somebody else's battle. There's that Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is all about, see, there's that Four of Wands, kind of like the leap year. It could be twin flame energy. You're going to see toward the end of this month, you're going to start aligning with either people that are going through the same process of change as you, that are evolving to the fifth dimension, or you're going to have new people coming into your life that are on that same frequency. We have the Four of Pentacles, another four. That's that fear. That's the resistance. What we're letting go in the Great Recess is the resistance. Ace of Pentacles. This is the new beginning. This is the 5D coming online. And it's exciting. Yeah. The Page of Cups. But it's new. And see, in this, look at that heart center, is just kind of the energy is coming out of the heart center. And there's the pig up here when pigs fly. This is the version of you that you came here to be, but you didn't realize you had the power to become. I'm loving this. I'm loving this energy. It's going to be a little turbulent. I think somewhere around Valentine's Day when we have this conjunction. I think there are two conjunctions going on at the same time. I think I'm going to have to research that. I'm going to be doing it. Let me see if I have it in my notes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The same time that Venus and Mars are going into conjunction is when Chiron interacts with that true north node. This is the relationship reset. All of that, Chiron's about healing, the true north node, and this is that acceptance. This is the relief. And I think there's the relief because there's a resolution. But with Venus and Mars conjunct, at the same time Chiron is interacting with the true north node, that's all about relationships. I think that's happening right before Valentine's Day. So I think the truth, any kind of truth that's been repressed or there's been a fear in a relationship, whammy, that's going to be revealed. And then finally you see it. Finally you say, that's been what's been the snag in this whole situation. It's going to deepen your understanding. It's going to call forth the desire to align with people in this new future self so that you're on the same frequency. But whatever it is, you're finally going to be able to see it, deal with it, release it, get the relief, and just accept that that was part of your journey. All right. Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is just, look, and it's like that release energy. It's kind of like, okay, I'm willing to accept this change. I'm willing to accept finally knowing this truth, knowing what has happened, knowing this. It feels like there's a lie somewhere in a relationship that you've suspected all along. Intuitively, you've been in touch with it, but you just rationally, you just didn't know. And it finally is revealed, and you're just kind of like, okay, now I know. And I can't unknown. So now I'm going to deal with it. And there's a relief in that. It's just kind of like there's a finally. It's like the big out breath. Okay, let's pull 3 more cards about, what we need to know. And then we're going to pull some sacred self-care because it's really, really important. This is going to be such a strong month that you really want to focus on self-care. Oh my, yeah, look at this. We have the moon, something hidden. Major arcana. That's Pisces energy. And Saturn is sextiling Jupiter in Pisces later on this month at 7 degrees. Oh, no. That's today. That's today. So at the same time that we're having Pluto and Mercury conjunct in Aquarius, we also have Saturn sextiling Jupiter. Saturn in Pisces, Jupiter in Taurus, 7 degrees. Yeah, that's why the energies are pretty powerful today. All right, then we have this Magician, the number 1 card. New beginning, manifest. We have the Magician in the mirror. We have this Magician card. Magician being Mercury. Hello. This is kind of like the energy of wanting to make sense of it all. Instead of feeling it and allowing it, it's almost like the resistance is trying to force the understanding. It will come. And then we have the Queen of Wands. This is creating, these 2 cards together to me are creating the new version of you. This is the 5th dimension coming online. All right, let's pull some, let's do bottom of the deck. Detachment. Going to be some of that required. Caring connections. Look at that. That's the 14th. That's the Valentine's Day. Caring connections. And then 3 of Wands. This is the anticipation of the future self coming online. All right. Now, let's pull some sacred self-care. Whew. You may want to go back and listen to this video another time to put all the pieces together and let it settle so that it resonates for you, so you know what it is. Clear your energy field. So if you smudge, if you take a salt bath, if you spray essential oils in your house, if you open the windows and just clear out some of the toxic air, be still. There's a number 4 again. Time to, just allow, be receptive, be open. And deep breathing. So those are some things that you can do to really kind of integrate these energies without the abruptness. And then this one is family. So this could be, just kind of relying on family members who are supportive, or it could be that it's just something that you need to deal with. There might be a family issue that finally comes through. Maybe that's the resolution. There's a family situation. Finally, there's a piece of information that helps resolve it. Okay, so that is the reading. Please let me know how this resonates for you. And welcome to the future you. I look forward to seeing you again. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your support, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.